Hey, buddy. Certainly one of the most difficult objections would be the commission objection, without any question. And we do lots of work on that. And it's basically 5 parts: value, difference, dialogue, net, and strength. You've got to deliver value. You've got to be so good they want to give you the money, like a server at a restaurant. You want to be so good people are bidding the tip up 15, 20, 25, 30. You know, they want to give difference. The real estate industry has matured to a point where it's almost commoditized, which is good for the consumer, but it's difficult for us because those differences are slight. Let's face it, you take the top 3 companies in any market, they're pretty good. And so coming up with that slight edge difference. Next is the dialogue. And I've been teaching PAID: pause, acknowledge, isolate, discover. Somebody says, hey, we talked to another company that charges 1% less. Uh-huh. And they go, so this is what you're, oh yes, this is what our fee is. Well, I guess that's just part of it. Mm-hmm. You know, and just, you don't want to be too cute about it, but acknowledge. It sounds to me like, you know, you got a question on the fee. I appreciate you bringing it up in today's economy. I think you need to discuss it. But before I address your question on the fee, other than that, I isolate. How do you feel about everything I've done? And if they say, well, we've got a list with this other company because of our relocation account, you go, oh, well then, you know, it sounds to me like we couldn't work together no matter what my fee is, but thanks for your time. But if they say, the commission is the only issue, say, well, great. Then D is discover question. Tell me why the commission is important to you. Why do you bring that up? Well, isn't it obvious? Maybe, but tell me. Well, less to you, more to us. So in other words, more to you, you're looking to net more. So the commission is an issue, but the real issue is you want to net more out of here. Well, let's take a look at the components of net. Commission is one of them, the expense, but it also is what brings you the gross. And you talk about person productivity, sale to list ratio, days on market, expiration ratios, and point out those those differences. So the dialogue gets you to net, and because you can win a net equity objection, you can't win a commission objection. They're X, you're X plus 1, and neither of those numbers are going to change. But you might be able to win on the net. And then the 5th is strength, and that's what I call no power. Doesn't mean you don't have power. It means you have the power to say no. You know, it starts with kids. You know, you hope when your young boy says, dude, hey, let's get drunk and go out driving. You hope your young son goes, no. When your young girl is confronted by a pig boyfriend that says, if you really love me, you'd have sex with me, you hope that your daughter says no. Right? And I mean, and I'm not making fun of these. These are very serious issues for kids today.